What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Speaking on, off-topic boxing video as we have picked it up in the last few weeks. Which shows better, ESPN First Take or Skip and Shannon Undisputed? I must say in the beginning, I don't think any of these debate shows was better than the original Cold Pizza. It was at its most organic point with Dana, other guy named who I can't think of, and Skip and Stephen A. Smith. They was more hungry. I mean, it was more real to me, and a more popular that show got when Dana and the other guy left. It seemed to got more commercialized. It seemed to get more it seemed like their success let them go to the head, and they try to change a lot of the things that made Cold Pizza so organic and so good. So maybe that was the difference or the transition from Cold Pizza in the First Take. So I must say nothing I don't think could touch that from the original debate show of Cold Pizza. And for those who remember Cold Pizza, they know I'm speaking facts right there. But on ESPN First Take, obviously Skip, took a deal over with Fox, and Fox is trying to really, be competition and overtake ESPN and Walt Disney for the best in sports. And they're really putting their money where their mouth is by bringing Skip over, despite Troy Aikman hating to hire. And that's another story. If anybody want to know why, leave in the comment section. I do a different video on the Skip and Troy Aikman beef, old Dallas Cowboys quarterback and Fox colored analyst as well. And Max Kellerman seemed to be a sufficient and a great replacement for Skip Bayless. When I do watch the show, he's pretty good. A lot of people don't like Max Kellerman from the boxing world for me on HBO, which is seen to be one of the most biased boxing telecast, but I like Max Kellerman on here. Seems like he knows his sports. Also, used to be a little rapper, but he stayed schooling Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith really let him becoming the face of ESPN First Take go to his head. He won't be using these big words, and he be cooning around sometimes. I just don't like him no more, man. Back in the beginning, when he was hungry, he was in the beginning. Nobody really knew who he was on the TV level. He was solid, but he changed for the worse. And Molly is always Molly. He's always good. I don't think anybody be a better, guy, person that divides the talk time and calls people out better than Dana and the other guy. I can't remember his name. But Molly does a solid job, and it's Molly and Molly and the other girl look just alike. Joy Taylor, Jason Taylor's the Miami Dolphins Hall of Famer, great sister, little sister. They look just alike. Both are beautiful women. But Skip and Shannon, my only gripe with them for the most part is just the redundant topics of the Dallas Cowboys and the redundant talk of LeBron. Like, it's a lot more stuff to talk about in the world of sports. But it seems that they don't spread their wealth around. The Minnesota Vikings could be 13-0, but they won't get as much talk time as a 5-11 Dallas Cowboy team. And I feel like their topics are very minimal. It's redundant. It's the same thing, and that's the major problem I have with that show. It seems like it's so much going on in the world of sports. Even if they want to keep it, NFL. Basketball, college basketball, NBA, top sports, There's so much more to talk about than the same Dallas Cowboys, the same Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more to speak on, And then when they do debate, different topics, that's when the show is at its best. When they debate, the tough things to debate about. Shannon Sharp was the perfect, partner for Skip Bayless, and he showed he auditioned himself on ESPN First Take, filling in for Stephen A. Smith for times, that he was the perfect guy for the job. Because a lot of guys filled in for Stephen A. Smith when he was off doing what he had to do. But but Shannon seemed to have a better rapport with Skip, and he seemed better for TV. Quite honestly, he seems the perfect guy for the job. Now, in the perfect world, it'll be Max Kellerman and Shannon Sharp having their own show, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I slightly favor Undisputed. Well, I largely favor Undisputed, just because of the realness and authenticity of the show. A lot of people hate Skip Bayless, and he make a lot of dumb assertions, but it is what it is. Stephen A. Smith do the same thing that Skip Bayless is doing now that he the king of ESPN First Take. But the difference for me is Shannon. Shannon's voice of, the black community and keeping it strong and never wavering. And Skip, never wavering as hell. Skip don't really, he sticks to his code. He don't, really step out of there, but he will from time to time when you're talking about the Cowboys. I favor Undisputed over First Take. Let me know what show that, you favor. We gone.